Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a review on the Soviet SHMS. This mask was issued to snipers and maybe tanker crews because of how the ergonomics on the mask are, because the eyes faced forward. Now, these masks came in gray and black, and they were also issued to maybe Soviet troops, but mainly soldiers in the East Germany. So this is the mask here. I got the black version, and it was in very good condition when I got it. The paper was still over the exhale valve with the tape there, so it was in basically brand new storage condition. And these masks look kind of greasy in their normal non-talcum powder covered state. I just washed this one and it actually looks pretty shiny. I don't know why this is. Maybe it's a different type of rubber compared to the other Soviet masks. This one is very greasy looking, and my GP5M is kind of talcum powder looking even after all the washing I've put it through. Now we're going to move on to the filter here. The filter is kind of this EO16 coffee can filter type. These filters are pretty heavy. This one I'd say weighs maybe 3 to 4 pounds. And these come in this kind of olive, kind of stingy brown color. And that's how they get their coffee can filter name. This mask also came with the hose, this gray hose here. Now these are covered in a canvas. There are some Comblock hoses that are covered in a more just simple rubber, but these ones tend to be a lot better quality because the canvas protects the rubber from cracking and things like that. I just cleaned this one out, so it's still a little wet from the water and the talcum powder getting out of there. But yeah, very good hoses. Now, I wanted to make a comparison between the Soviet SHMS and the Soviet PMG because, in my opinion, they are quite similar masks. The PMG has forward-facing lenses, and the SHMS does as well, and I'd say these two could be put head to head and it would be a relevant comparison, so that's why I'm doing this. Now, they both have forward-facing eye lenses, they both have a good voice diaphragm, and they both have 40mm threading. The only downside to the PMG is that the rubber intake and outtake valve. As with the Soviet SHMS has the metal valve here, and it's also a little bit deeper than typical GP5 valves for the hose. Now, the SHMS is among many people known as the best Soviet mask. That was like pre-1991, obviously, with the fall of the Soviet Union. Their mask quality started going downhill, but these are still very good. This one is made in 1986. It's a size 2. Now, I'm not going to put the mask on with the filter because asbestos, but I will just show you what the mask looks like with the filter attached to it. And I must say they're pretty good looking. Now, these have been nicknamed by pop culture the monkey mask because of its appearance. Now I'm going to put the mask on here, and unfortunately this is also kind of the type of mask that will pull your hair if you don't have something like bandana, balaclava, or a net gaiter. So I'm going to use a bandana here and put the mask on to show you what it looks like.
As you can see, the voice diaphragm works quite well. Very primitive. The defogging system works quite well. See if it pressure checks with the hose. The hose does pressure check. And the mask pressure checks as well.
So this hose does indeed work. I don't think there's really much of a leak in there. It does pressure check. Most of these hoses have a tiny hole in them though, so I would not trust a life with this because they are so old now. But back to comparing these two masks. In my opinion, the PMG is better just because of the ergonomics of the mask. If you had just iron sights, I think it would be probably a bit of a problem to aim down the iron sights with the SHMS versus the PMG, because the SHMS has these Tissot tubes that go on the side, right? And with a scope, it would work quite well. Here we have just this Lancer Tactical scope on a AK mount here. And as you can see, it would work quite well with the scope because it's more direct in looking outwards. But the same is with the PMG, and the PMG has bigger eye lenses, so I think the PMG would win in this case. The only downside being the filter port weighs down because it's rubber. But yeah, now we're going to move on to the bag. Now the bag itself is kind of this nice grayish green leather bag with these gray plastic button here. Now it did come with a last resort NBC suit, but I'm not going to be using that because it's kind of a pain to put back into the bag here. But it came with two anti-fogging inserts, one with the white tape and one with the black tape. Now I'm not sure what was the difference here. One has this kind of like a M marking, the other one has just typical Cyrillic, so I'm not sure what the difference is between these two. I might open these up after just to see what's in them, but that's kind of cool that there's two different colors of fogging lenses. So if you guys know what are in each of these, I kind of know what's in the white one, but the one with the black tape, I'm wondering if there's any difference. So that's about all there is for this review. Thanks for watching. Bye.